Hello, my friends. Welcome back. Today, I am taking you along with me as my children and I go for a walk in the fall time. This particular day, I was visiting my parents' house, so we brought Grandpa along on this walk, and it was truly the most uplifting fall adventure that we went on this entire season. It was a glorious day. The sun was shining by the time we went out for a walk, but earlier that day it had rained, and so the air was cool and crisp, and the sunshine was just breaking through the clouds for us. So it was so enjoyable to get the kids outdoors and get them appreciating the beauty of God's creation this time of year. Truly, there is nothing like fall out in the Pacific Northwest. I grew up living in California, Southern California, and it's pretty much summertime or fall year-round, but you wouldn't know it just based on the trees. Some trees do change color, but not to the extent that it does up here in the Pacific Northwest. And it's one of my favorite things about living up here. I really enjoy having 4 seasons, and so every year that we've been up here, fall has just been a magical time of year with the way that the trees change to the most vibrant tones of red, orange, and yellow. So my kids and I have been doing a lot of reading about fall, and they've been really curious about the leaves and the change in the seasons. And I decided to read the book with them. We're going on a leaf hunt. And that's one of the books that I shared in a previous video of what our fall library looks like for my kiddos. And I was inspired by that book to take my kids leaf picking at Grandma and Grandpa's house. And so it's exactly what we did. I got the kids out in our double stroller and we took Grandpa along in the neighborhood, and we went out and enjoyed all that the fall season has to offer. So we went tree to tree, picking up and admiring the different color and shapes of the fall leaves, and talking through why the leaves drop from the trees and what we're preparing for and what's to come. This time of year, there is just so much going on with the weather and the holidays and what we're celebrating. And so we do our best to remember what's most important at this time of year, which is preparing ourselves for the celebration of Christ's birth. After our walk, we came home with a giant bag of fresh leaves, and one of the first things that I thought about doing was a thankfulness tree. Now, this is something I'd seen on Pinterest before, and I'd never done it, and so I thought this would be a great use of these fresh leaves that we got on our walk. And I thought the colors from the leaves were so beautiful that we just had to display them somewhere in our home. So what I did was I gathered some materials. I got some twine and a marker, a note card, and a hole puncher. And I also got a vase. I had this amber glass jar that I am repurposing from some old vitamins that I used to take. And we're going to use it as our vase today because I love that amber color this fall time of year. I started off by talking to my children about what we are thankful for this time of year. And I think it's so important to remind our children that the holiday season isn't about gifts. It's about Christ, and making him the center of our holiday celebrations is what I strive for, whether it be for Thanksgiving or for Christmas. And so we wanted to start off by thanking God for everything that He's provided. And that's why I really like this activity. So my kids and I came up with a list of things that we are appreciative for, and I jotted those down on my note card. I took my Sharpie and I wrote each individual item that we were thankful for on a leaf. Next, I took my hole puncher, and my son helped me with this. We punched a hole at the base of the leaf. So you want to make sure that when you write down what you're thankful for, you put it upside down on the leaf with the stem side up, so that you can punch the hole at the base of the leaf. And then you'll take your twine or your string or ribbon and you tie a little knot. You make a loop with a little knot. And then you gently place it on a twig or a set of branches, which is what we found on our walk. You could probably also use, you could make your own contraption with popsicle sticks, or maybe make your own branch out of those sticks that you use to roast marshmallows, like those wooden skewers. You could probably make a branch out of that if you needed to, but just something to hold the leaves with the twine to sort of make what looks like a tree. And so that's essentially what we did. We filled all the branches with different things that we were thankful for, and it generated a great conversation between me and my kids to direct them back to why we have Thanksgiving. That the reason that we are giving thanks is to God for all the provisions that He has blessed us with. So it's just another fun way to embrace the fall season, create an activity that engages the kids, to come up with a beautiful centerpiece for your home while making sure that the focus of the holiday goes back to Christ. So hopefully you enjoyed this quick and simple tutorial for making a thankfulness tree for your home. And once again, thank you for being here and for supporting this channel. I hope you have a blessed week. Bye-bye.